Welcome, folks, to this JMC Week webinar. It's October 2nd, 2024, your step-by-step for civil rights data collection, also known affectionately as CRDC. Welcome, my name is Paul Freed, lead trainer at JMC. I'm joined by the one and only head of training at JMC, Jake Vance. Go ahead, Jake, tell us where you're at today.
Howdy, Paul. I am in Northeast Iowa, beautiful Northeast Iowa, where it is a little windy and also very dry, but kicked off this October very well. I'm as Paul mentioned, the head of training, and I am a longtime educator in the state of Iowa, former teacher, instructional coach, worked with a number of districts in Northeast Iowa. So if you see me out and about, say hi.
Great, glad to have you, Jake. The U.S. Department of Education Office for Civil Rights collects data annually for review to review student populations facing discrimination. JMC makes it easy for districts to leverage the student demographic data they're already collecting to meet CRDC federal reporting guidelines. Today, we'll dive into 3 CRDC reports you can run to fulfill your federal reporting requirements. Now, before I go into each of the 3, I want to say a couple things. It's October, but this will also be applicable for the summer. And so a lot of folks don't know that we even have the reporting in JMC. The CRDC does not have the ability for JMC to upload them a file, but you are able to easily query the information you need to then enter it into the CRDC or the federal website, whatever the name of that website is. So to be clear, we make the queries so you can easily run reports and get the information you need, and then you can put it into the federal site instead of having to create your own queries or go course by course or any other waste of time. We make it easy in JMC. We have 3 reports currently for CRDC. The CRDC courses report, that is the main one that people look for. I don't know a ton about CRDC reporting, but I do know that's the big one. If you want, we added 2 other ones, I think 2 years ago, which is the CRDC exams report and the CRDC discipline report. They all work similarly. If you can run one, you can run them all, but let's get right into it. Please hold all of your questions until the Q&A session at the end of each section. If you do need to communicate with the host, feel free to use the Q&A chat feature in your webinar toolbar, and we'll get to them at the Q&A slides. So, running CRDC reports for federal reporting. We'll start with compiling CRDC data by course. The U.S. Department of Education Office for Civil Rights collects data on critical education and civil rights issues in public schools. JMC simplifies this reporting process by compiling student demographic counts for selected courses, enabling schools to quickly access all the data needed to complete the CRDC spreadsheet. With JMC's intuitive querying method, schools can easily fulfill their CRDC course reporting requirements. In JMC Office, click your state in the menu tree and head to Civil Rights Data Collection Courses. So I'll have the name of your state there. My demo database is an Iowa database. Step 1, select a date from the Include Students Active as of Day box to filter which students are included in your report. Helpful tip, refer to your state's CRDC reporting guidelines to confirm the correct date for Step 1, as reporting dates can vary state by state and query. Step 2, select a grade level range using the From and To drop-down list in the grade box to select the students to include in your CRDC courses report. That's right here. Step 3, select one or more courses by entering the course name in the available courses drop-down list. For example, if you need to report data for grade 7 students who passed Algebra 1, choose all JMC courses equivalent to Algebra. Helpful tip, need to remove a course from the report? Click the course name in the selected courses box to remove it from the report. Step 4, place a check mark in the Show Full List of Students checkbox to include the names and students who meet the CRDC course reporting requirements. Step 5, click the Preview button to view the number of students enrolled in the selected classes who meet CRDC course reporting requirements. Step 6, click the Print button to print the CRDC courses report or save it to a PDF for future use. Step 7, repeat steps 1 through 5 as needed to complete the federal CRDC reporting requirements. Helpful tip, CRDC reports often need data from the previous school year to ensure it is complete and accurate. Use the Switch School Year drop-down list to select the appropriate report, the appropriate year for your report. And I'll show you that in a live look in just a second here. Yeah, let's do it now. Let's take a live look at compiling CRDC data by course. So here I am. In my JMC Office program, I'm in the 24-25 school year. It's October, but I'm not reporting for the current year. I'm reporting for the previous year. So I'm going to come in here and go to my 23-24 school year, right? You wouldn't be doing CRDC reporting until the summer after the end of a complete school year. You'll come here and you'll go to your state. Again, I'm in Iowa. You might say Minnesota, Nebraska, Wisconsin, Illinois, whatever state you're in. I'm going to click the drop-down menu here, and I'm going to go down to Civil Rights Data Collection. I'm going to click on that, and I'll produce a drop-down again. I can go to Courses, Exams, or Discipline. I'm going to go to Courses. You can read all the information that you want here. It's just helpful to orientate you, especially if you're new to CRDC reporting. We'll choose the date. I'm going to choose my last day of school. I actually don't know what it is per state, so I'm just gonna take a wild guess here. I'm gonna do my last day of school or close to it. There we go. That's that last day. And I'm gonna do my, let's say, high schoolers or whatever it might be. Again, you would choose what this is. Choose your available course. I'm gonna choose algebra. Here's advanced algebra. And I'm gonna choose a few algebra courses here. And here's algebra 1. We'll try those two. I'm gonna preview this first, see what I get in here. And you'll see it's going to have in here the date, the grade range, the courses that I have listed here. So it's got both of the selected courses listed there, and the number of students who fit the demographics that you're looking for here. You'll see I've got males and females, 1 and 2, and all the information that we have listed there. I believe this show full list of students is new in the last year. I don't at least remember seeing it last year. It might have been in there. So now I'm going to click that. I'm going to click preview. And that will then show me the students. And here's the list of the students at the bottom here. So this is telling me that the white males right here, that's this one right here, okay, is 1, and 2 or more races for males is Francis. That's the one that's listed right there as well. And the totals are listed right here. So I've got the number of students who meet that, the race and ethnicity, and here's the number of English learner students and number of students with disabilities, IDEA. And again, this is pulling dynamically from the JMC database. So if you asked me for your state, well, which students are the IDEA students? I wouldn't be able to tell you because I'd have to go look that up, and you can look that up at the CRDC site at your state or the feds, wherever that might be. But we just know from working with schools and the feds, these are the different fields that schools are looking for there as well. So again, you can choose multiple courses there if you want. It's going to tell you there if you want to preview it. You can print it to a PDF if you want to. So totally up to you there. And I do like this new feature, say who exactly are we talking about? And that can be helpful there as well. So let me go to my question and answer slide here. The floor is yours. Time for a little Q&A. Go ahead and share your questions. So I think I see a question in there.
Just some audio issues. Megan, I think you might need to allow Ring Central to access your speakers. So you through computer, or maybe do it through your phone. So other than that, Paul, if you could pop back to that page, the live look there again, just for some info that might help you on that top section of the page there. And I believe the CRDC requires an Excel data spreadsheet to be filled out, as opposed, and some states are a little bit different. I realize that, but you can check this top part here to see the courses that you would need to report, or the sections, the corresponding sections for each of the courses that you'd have there. So
got it. Great. Perfect. All right, Jake, any other questions? Are we good to roll?
I am not seeing anything. I think you're good to go.
It's pretty straightforward. Okay. Compiling CRDC data by exam. JMC simplifies CRDC reporting by consolidating essential student demographic and exam information into a single CRDC exams report, making it easier to meet federal reporting requirements. Generating a CRDC exams report is as simple as selecting the date and grade range to compile demographic data for students who've taken the ACT or SAT exams. This streamlines the CRDC reporting process and ensures accurate, comprehensive submissions. So you're going to see some very similar fields here. In JMC Office, click your state in the menu tree and head to the Civil Rights Data Collection CRDC exams item there. Step 1, select the date from the Include Students Active as of Day box to filter which students are included in your report. Helpful tip, refer to your state's CRDC reporting guidelines to confirm the correct date for step 1, as reporting dates can vary by state inquiry. Step 2, select a grade level range using the From and To drop-down list in the grade box to select students to include in your CRDC exams report. Step 3, place a check mark in the show full list of students checkbox to include the names of the students who meet the CRDC exam reporting requirements. Step 4, click the preview button to view the number of students with SAT or ACT records who meet CRDC exam reporting requirements. Step 5, click the print button to print the CRDC exams report or save it to a PDF for future reference. Helpful tip: CRDC reports often need data from the previous school year to ensure complete and accurate. To ensure it is complete and accurate, use the switch year drop-down list to select the appropriate year for your report. So this is basically exactly the same. We want to keep things simple. So I'm under Iowa, civil rights data collection. Now I go to exams. Again, there's some great information up here that is telling you about that exam. I come in here. I'm just gonna actually choose this date, so I don't have to scroll all the way down, but you could scroll all the way down. Well, to all my students, I click preview. Here we go. I've got the number of students who've done the exams here, the SAT or ACT. Number of males total is 4. Number of females total is 2. It's got the breakdown listed right there. Who are those students? I can click preview or click the checkbox, excuse me, and preview. And there it is listed right there. We've got Dave Smith and James and John. So pretty cool way, again, to easily access that data that we have listed there. So I don't have many students, of course, because this is just our demo database, but that's a pretty straightforward one. So like I was saying before, if folks have a question, they sure can type it in now, Jake. But if you can do one of these reports, you basically can do all 3 of them as well. And so we want to make sure, of course, these reports meet your needs. So if there's something that's not in this report or something you feel like that's not getting you what you need, let us know, because we want to be helping you save time in this entire process. So Jake, any questions, or should I keep on rolling?
Keep on rolling, sir.
Compiling CRDC data by discipline action. Easily compile and report your school's discipline data with JMC's CRDC discipline report. This tool helps you quickly identify student demographic counts related to specific disciplinary actions, such as suspensions or expulsions, to meet federal civil rights data collection requirements. Select a date, grade range, and desired discipline action to generate your CRDC discipline report, ensuring accuracy and compliance in your federal reporting. I might go through this one more quickly because it's basically the same. To run your CRDC discipline report, click your state in the menu tree and head to CRDC discipline in JMC office. Step 1, find the date. Helpful tip: refer to your state to find the appropriate date. Step 2, choose the grade levels you want to work with. Step 3, this one is different. Select a discipline action from the action drop-down list to include it in your CRDC discipline report. Step 4, place a check mark in the Include IDEA Students checkbox to identify IDEA students who meet CRDC discipline reporting requirements. Step 5, place a check mark in the Show Full List of Students checkbox to include the names of students who meet CRDC discipline reporting requirements. Step 6, click the preview button to view the number of students matching the requirements. Step 7, you can click print if you want to print that list out there as well. CRDC reports often need data from the previous school year to ensure it is complete and accurate. Use the switch year drop-down list to select the appropriate year for your report. Let's take a live look at the discipline. Again, very similar. If you did the first 2, you definitely can do this one. I believe in you. Under Iowa, going to be your state, be Minnesota, Nebraska, Illinois, Wisconsin. Go to civil rights data collection, down to discipline. I would choose the date. KA through 12, you would do the ones that are listed here as well. I don't know if I've got anybody in school suspension. Let's see. I do. I've got 1 female that's in there. I could include IDEA students. I don't think it's going to change it much. Nope, it's not. So I'm going to uncheck that. Show the full list of students. And we've got right there, it is Abby. She's also an English learner student. If I want to go to another one, I went to out of school suspension as an example. Preview that. I have 1 male there, and that is John McElmurray. So again, really easy to run. Got all the information that you need there. Very straightforward. We want to make these reports easy. We know that entering the data takes time, so we want to be able to run that data. I would make sure to tell folks in your school district, whoever's doing the CRDC stuff, they should just watch this webinar. It's short, it's brief, it'll take you right through it, but you don't want them having to compile those reports all on their own. Jake, do you have any other words of wisdom or any questions we need to answer from the crew before we wrap this one up?
I do not. I think we're good.
Yeah, this is again another very easy report to run in JMC, or set of reports. JMC news and upcoming events. We've got a lot of great webinars coming up next week. October 9th, ending the term in JMC teacher. Jake is leading that with a couple other great trainers. Everybody should sign up for that training and send that video to all of your teachers to help them end the term. Whether it's course grades or standards-based report card, we're going to have you covered. 1016, integrating direct admissions with Minnesota's a Minnesota-specific webinar. 1023, understanding the teacher conference schedule. It's that time of year to where you might be using the teacher conference scheduler, so you can check out that video. And 1029, 6 ways community messenger can empower your district community. Continuing to roll out even the upgraded community messenger. We've had it for the last year, but now we're putting the final touches on it and rolling that out. It's going to be a really sweet module for your schools to use. Did you know we're developing an all-in-one e-commerce portal to help you sell and manage school merch plus community ed classes? After countless cups of coffee and user surveys, we're ready to share some exciting general store highlights for you. Tune in on 12/5 for the first look. Beep beep, our CSS team will be headed to your school this month to ease the end of term with JMC resources on streamlining JMC teacher conferences, grade submissions, reporting, you name it. We've also got some extra sweet swag to share with you. Questions, please email training@jmcinc.com. Feel like you're leaving the community out of the loop? JMC's Community Messenger has all you need to tighten engagement, from giving community members the freedom to choose their communication style to empowering admins with robust messaging and reporting capabilities. That was just a warm-up. Tune in 10/29 for a walkthrough of all that Community Messenger has to offer, as I was previewing in the list of webinars. All right. Do you have a JMC superstar at your school, aka the colleague with an extra solid handle on our software? Let them shine bright as a part-time client service specialist, CSS at JMC. Send that resume and cover letter to HR@jmcinc.com. We love working with our CSS folks. Just hired a former superintendent in the great state of Wisconsin, and always looking for folks here in the Midwest to join us to support schools, stay connected to education, show folks that you care about schools, care about JMC, and you want them to be efficient. It's a very rewarding job. On behalf of myself, Jake Van Scoy, and the entire training team and the state reporting team, thanks for your time today, and thank you for choosing JMC.